In the world of high finance and cutting-edge technology, some numbers still have the power to astonish, like a $38 billion loan, a figure that dwarfs most corporate deals and signals a new era of ambition. Today, some of the world's largest banks are in advanced talks to extend this staggering line of credit, not for a bailout or a traditional merger, but to supercharge the infrastructure that will underpin the next generation of artificial intelligence. The recipient of this unprecedented funding? A newly formed company called Sites, which is setting out to acquire and build a vast portfolio of specialized, power-hungry data centers across the globe. These state-of-the-art facilities are absolutely essential for training and running the world's most advanced AI models. Models developed by leaders like OpenAI, whose algorithms are pushing the boundaries of what machines can do. This deal marks a seismic shift in perspective. Banks now view AI infrastructure not just as a risky tech play, but as a fundamental, bankable asset class, on par with real estate or energy. The sheer scale of this loan highlights the insatiable, ever-growing demand for computational power in the global AI race, where every leap forward requires more hardware and energy. Building and operating these data centers is a complex, expensive feat, requiring not just massive power, but advanced cooling systems, high-speed networking, and constant upgrades to keep pace with AI's rapid evolution. Sites founders are betting that demand for AI-ready data centers will soon outstrip supply, making this $38 billion investment not just bold, but absolutely necessary to stay ahead in the technological arms race. For the first time, conservative banks are placing massive bets on the physical backbone of AI. Not just the software, but the bricks, mortar, and silicon that make it all possible. This isn't a fleeting trend or a speculative bubble. It's the emergence of a new economic reality, where digital infrastructure is as critical as roads or power grids. If finalized, this loan would rank among the largest ever for tech infrastructure, setting a precedent for future investments in the sector. It's a clear, unmistakable bet that tomorrow's digital brains, AI models, will need ever-expanding, energy-hungry physical homes to thrive and evolve. The real bottleneck in the AI revolution isn't just code or algorithms, it's concrete, computer chips, and electricity, the tangible resources that power the intangible future. This is the moment when AI's promise transforms from abstract potential into a physical financial fact, reshaping industries, economies, and the very foundation of our digital world. At the center of this ambitious new deal is Sites, a company founded by Helen Toner and Tasha Macaulay, two names that have become familiar to anyone following OpenAI's dramatic boardroom saga. Their partnership is now making waves in the world of artificial intelligence infrastructure. Toner, an expert in AI policy and security, brings a strategic, global perspective to the table. Her work has shaped how organizations think about the risks and opportunities of advanced AI, and she's recognized for her ability to navigate complex international landscapes. Macaulay, a robotics entrepreneur with a track record of innovation, knows how to turn complex technology into real-world systems. Her hands-on experience in building and scaling tech startups gives Sites a practical edge. Their mission is clear: acquire and manage the data center infrastructure that powers large-scale AI. This means not just owning the physical hardware, but ensuring it's secure, efficient, and ready for the demands of tomorrow's AI. Toner's background in AI safety and geopolitics gives her unique insight into the importance of secure, reliable hardware. She understands that the future of AI depends on trust and resilience at every level. Macaulay's experience in engineering and effective altruism shapes Sites' ethical approach to building critical infrastructure. She's committed to making sure that the technology serves the greater good, not just the bottom line. Together, they're not building new AI models. They're laying the physical foundation for the entire industry. Their work is about enabling others to innovate by providing the essential backbone that makes AI possible. Their deep knowledge of OpenAI's needs and their connections in the tech world position Sites as a crucial partner for the future of AI. By focusing on the picks and shovels of AI, Toner and Macaulay are betting that infrastructure is the next frontier, one that will shape the pace and direction of progress for years to come. Sites aims to be the backbone supporting the next wave of AI breakthroughs, ensuring that the technology of tomorrow has a strong, secure, and ethical foundation to build upon. Sites and OpenAI share more than a business deal. They share a history. Toner and Macaulay, former OpenAI board members, were central to the 2023 leadership crisis that put AI safety and governance in the spotlight. Their board experience exposed them to OpenAI's relentless need for computational power and the strategic importance of data center capacity. Founding Sites is their answer to the industry's biggest bottleneck: infrastructure. Now, instead of governing AI development, they're enabling it, providing the physical resources every major lab desperately needs. Their inside knowledge makes Sites an ideal partner, able to anticipate and meet OpenAI's evolving demands. This new venture separates AI governance from infrastructure, creating a more stable ecosystem. It's a pragmatic evolution, turning past boardroom drama into future industry stability. OpenAI's rise from nonprofit to tech giant has been powered by one thing: computation. Each new AI model requires exponentially more data and specialized chips, driving a relentless need for more data centers. Every ChatGPT query, DALL-E image, or API call consumes resources in these centers. As usage soars, OpenAI must scale infrastructure just to keep up. The competition is fierce. Google, Meta, and others are racing for the same hardware. Even with Microsoft's support, OpenAI needs dedicated, massive capacity to stay ahead. By partnering with Sites, OpenAI can focus on research while outsourcing the heavy lifting of infrastructure. This model lets OpenAI scale flexibly, without the burden of building a global data center empire from scratch.
The $38 billion loan isn't a handout to OpenAI. It's a sophisticated infrastructure play. Banks would lend to Sites, which would acquire or build state-of-the-art data centers tailored for AI. Sites then leases these facilities to OpenAI under long-term agreements, guaranteeing steady revenue. The data centers themselves serve as collateral, making the deal attractive to banks. For OpenAI, it's access to massive infrastructure without huge upfront costs. For Sites, it's a clear business model anchored by a top-tier tenant. The entire plan hinges on OpenAI's continued growth and ability to honor its leases. It's a creative financial solution for the physical demands of the digital age.
AI's magic is built on a hidden world of hardware, sprawling data centers packed with high-performance servers and miles of fiber optics. Training a frontier AI model is one of the most demanding computational feats ever attempted. Without access to thousands of specialized chips in state-of-the-art facilities, building competitive AI is impossible. This infrastructure is now the primary barrier to entry in advanced AI research. Control over chips and data centers means control over the future of AI. The Sites OpenAI deal is a direct move to secure this critical resource, freeing OpenAI from the constraints of public cloud providers. The future of AI is as much about steel and silicon as it is about code. As models grow, so do their physical needs. The $38 billion loan treats data centers as essential utilities, vital to the information economy. The AI race will be won by those who control both the algorithms and the infrastructure. Despite the scale of the deal, all parties are silent. OpenAI, Sites, and the banks have declined to comment, citing ongoing negotiations. For OpenAI, public statements could jeopardize delicate talks. Sites, as a private company, avoids scrutiny and speculation by staying quiet. The banks, bound by confidentiality, won't discuss client matters until a deal is signed. This collective silence is standard for high-stakes, complex deals. The negotiations involve sensitive legal, financial, and technical details. Announcing too soon could disrupt the process or tip off competitors. In this case, silence signals that the deal is real and very much in play. A $38 billion AI infrastructure deal will send shockwaves through the tech world, marking a pivotal moment in the industry's evolution. This isn't just another investment. It's a signal that the race to build the backbone of artificial intelligence is accelerating at an unprecedented pace. If finalized, this deal validates the enormous market for dedicated AI data centers, showing investors and companies alike that specialized infrastructure is now essential. It could unlock even more capital for the sector, encouraging new players and established giants to pour resources into next-generation facilities. Competitors like Google and Meta will be forced to rethink their own infrastructure strategies, potentially shifting away from traditional models to keep up with the rapid changes. The pressure to innovate and adapt, will only intensify as the stakes get higher. The era of relying solely on public cloud platforms may be ending for the biggest AI players. Companies will need to consider hybrid or even fully dedicated solutions to meet the unique demands of AI workloads. Sites, led by former OpenAI insiders, could become a neutral power broker, leasing space to multiple AI giants and fostering a new kind of competitive collaboration within the industry. This move highlights emerging business models, not just building AI, but supplying the picks and shovels for the gold rush. Companies that provide the infrastructure will be as crucial as those developing the algorithms. The deal also spotlights AI's massive energy footprint, intensifying calls for sustainable, green data centers. As demand for computing power grows, so does the need for responsible energy use. Environmental scrutiny will drive innovation in power efficiency and renewable energy, pushing companies to develop cleaner, smarter ways to power their operations and reduce their carbon footprint. The project's scale will impact not just tech, but the energy sector as well, forging new partnerships and creating opportunities for cross-industry collaboration. The future of AI is now inseparable from the future of infrastructure and sustainability, setting the stage for a new era where technology and environmental responsibility go hand in hand. This $38 billion loan marks the dawn of a new era, where AI's physical foundation is as strategic as its software. We're moving from software breakthroughs to industrial-scale implementation. The site's OpenAI deal is a blueprint. Researchers focus on AI, infrastructure experts build the foundation. This specialization could make the ecosystem more stable and innovative. Major banks entering the space signals AI's financial coming of age. Toner and Macaulay's pivot from governance to infrastructure shows influence now comes from building, not just policy. Sites is proof that shaping AI's future means constructing its physical backbone. As negotiations continue, the world is now awake to the true scale of AI's physical demands. The $38 billion figure puts a price tag on the next stage of the AI race. The next decade of tech progress will be built on computational power and the infrastructure to support it.